सर नहीं, आप बैठे ना, आप बैठे। स्पीकर साहब ने बताया आपको कल मौका देंगे, आपकी आवाज सुनाई जाएगा। बैठिए प्लीज। नहीं नहीं, कल किसने देखा, फिलोसॉफिकली बात नहीं करना, कल जरूर बात करिए। आप बैठिए, शांति से बैठिए।
बैठ जाइए,
आप बैठिए।
आपसे निवेदन है, बैठ जाइए। माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी,
जरूर देंगे टाइम, आप बैठिए।
माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी, आप शुरू करें।
नहीं, आप बैठिए,
आप बैठिए,
आराम से बैठिए।
इंजीनियर साहब आप बैठ जाइए।
परमिशन सर।
अब वित्त मंत्री जी ने भी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट कर ली, वित्त मंत्री जी ने भी रिक्वेस्ट कर ली, हमने भी पीठ ने भी रिक्वेस्ट कर ली। आप दोनों बैठ जाएं कृपया। धन्यवाद। माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी, प्लीज।
Sir, I rise to move that the bill further to amend the Central Excise Act 1944 be taken into consideration.
आप कुछ बिल पे बोलना चाहेंगे?
हाँ सर,
प्लीज।
Sir, central excise rates are normally prescribed under the 4th schedule to the Central Excise Act of 1944. The rates for tobacco and tobacco products are in section 4 of that Central Excise Act. That is, the rates for tobacco and tobacco products are in section 4 of the 4th schedule of the Central Excise Act. So the levy of GST, sir, if I can elaborate a bit on this, when GST was introduced in 2017, the central government gave up its excise rights, and the duties which were levied under the central excise on tobacco products was given away in favor of the GST Council, so that the council can levy compensation cess, and that compensation cess which would be collected on tobacco products in the place of excise
Will go to the
would
state.
go for the compensation for the states for the initial years when they come into the GST. Now, as a result, the central excise duty, the right was kept up, but the duties were minimal or completely zero. Now, the compensation cess time is over. Even from July 1st, 2022, we don't anymore give compensation amount to the states, although we are collecting this cess after 22 till now, only because the GST Council had discussed and we borrowed money back to back, gave it to the states as though the compensation is being paid, but paid with borrowed money. Now, it was decided in the GST Council that this borrowing will have to be principal and interest paid back by extending the compensation cess only to that much period which is required for paying the loans back. Even the GST law itself had limited the compensation cess collection to only 5 years, and that is why it ended in 22. But with legal advice and with the complete understanding which the GST Council expressed, and I'm grateful for that to the GST Council, the extension of the GST compensation cess happened till now. In another probably couple of weeks, the loans will be completely repaid. The center, therefore, wants to make sure that the excise will come back to us so that we can levy that duty. Another argument which is very important for all the members of parliament to know is, by the act in GST, you cannot tax any item under the GST beyond 40%. Now, if you can't tax any item, even if it is a demerit good like cigarette, beyond 40%, what is happening is the ultimate incidence through GST on a demerit good like cigarette has come down. So the popular narrative would be, is the government or is the GST council cognizant of the fact that cigarette or the demerit good like tobacco is being taxed lesser than what it was earlier? Is that the intention? So to address that, in order that the incidence is no longer lesser than what it was during the GST time with the compensation cess, we are bringing this excise. So in a way we are saying cigarettes shouldn't become affordable now because the incidence has become lesser. So that is the reason this bill has come before the House, and I would like the views of the honorable members, and if with your permission, if at the end of the debate there's something more that I will be allowed to speak with your permission, sir, I can reply as well. So thank you very much.
D. Purandeswari ji.
It has been given to me to participate in this very sensitive piece